What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. We have some absolutely huge breaking news coming in, and that is that Ansu Fati to Brighton and Hove Albion is a done deal. Ansu will join on a season-long loan. It is a carbon copy of the long-let move to Aston Villa this morning. Fabrizio Romano's come out saying that Ansu Fati joins Brighton on loan until 2024 with no buy option, and they will convey the majority of his salary. The deal is completed. Tony Juan Marti then confirmed that Brighton will pay around 70 to 75% of Ansu's wages. Let's now dissect this. Of course, throughout the whole entire day, it's been Ansu, Tottenham, Ansu, Tottenham, Ansu, Tottenham. It was actually the point where the reports were 99% Ansu Fati is going to be joining Tottenham, and then Brighton came in last second, and also there were reports that Tottenham essentially pulled out of the deal, and in the end Ansu Fati decided to join Brighton ahead of Tottenham. I am very, very disappointed that Ansu Fati is leaving, but I see this as an opportunity for him, and thank God it is not a permanent transfer. It is just a straight loan. I wish Ansu, of course, absolutely nothing but the best, and I think he will thrive at Brighton. I think he'll do better at Brighton than he would at Tottenham. I think at Brighton he walks in as an undisputed starter. At Tottenham he would have to earn his ranks, earn his spot in the team. They have a very, very good squad, of course, but Brighton, he walks straight in. They're in Europe as well, competing at the highest level in the Premier League. It is an overall fantastic deal for the player. For Barcelona, it's not the best. You're still going to be paying around 25% of Ansu's salary. Of course, he earns around, I believe, 140, 150,000 euros per week. So you're probably still paying him around 50k a week while he's playing for another team. Also, you bring in Joao Felix now, essentially. I think that is a downgrade in sense of the Barcelona squad itself, although Joao Felix is still a fantastic player. And I think, in the end, Barcelona were dealt with a card that's very difficult. They have a player that's unhappy, that's not playing well, and a player that the manager isn't really picking. And apparently this morning, Ansu Fati told the club that he wanted to leave. So it's very, very last second. I think the club did deal the situation very well, what they can do in the final, 40 hours of the transfer window. But I really want Ansu Fati to get this season, his remontada season, but looks like that will now come to next season. Now, of course, the number 10 is available for selection. I beg and hope no one gets that number 10, but whoever gets that number 10 better lace their boots and put in 10 out of 10 performances every single week. Nonetheless, Ansu joins Brighton again, carbon copy of the long-let deal this morning. I think, again, it is a good operation for everyone. Of course, this morning, Ansu Fati communicated to Barcelona that he wanted to leave on a loan opportunity. Jorge Mendes has been working on the clock, trying to make all of his agents happy, from Ansu to Barcelona to Joao Felix to Joao Cancelo. It's been the Jorge Mendes show over the past 24 hours surrounding Barcelona. He's done his job. He's made all of his clients happy, and you can't really ask for much more. With Ansu, this is a huge opportunity for him. I think the physicality of the Premier League, the high expectations in the Premier League, him starting week in, week out, we'll see if he crumbles under the pressure or if he's ice cold in the veins and goes out there and performs. I'm very, very happy that it is a loan. Again, Barcelona did not want to sell him in any way, shape, or form. They want to retain him for the future. No buy option whatsoever for Brighton. And I think it's something the club had to do with their current situation. I think the club did want to keep Ansu. The player wanted to leave, and Xavi essentially gave the green light only on the occasion that we still have retained of his future. Look, he's 20 years old. I really want him to spend every second of his career at Barcelona, but a loan will have to suffice, and hopefully he comes back next season better, stronger, and at a higher level than he was ever before. And you're going to have to watch Brighton play now week in, week out, because you want to see your boy Ansu Fati in that squad. It's very interesting that he did reject the Tottenham move in the end. I think the Tottenham move would have been very difficult for him. Of course, the occasion, the status of the club, the physicality of the Premier League as well is going to be a factor there as well. And if he does not perform, you'll have the Spurs fan on his back. With Brighton, I think the Brighton fans will back him even after a few poor performances, if those poor performances come, of course. But I think Brighton on De Zerbi, apparently De Zerbi called Ansu Fati and convinced him heavily, and that's why I think De Zerbi said that he's going to be an undisputed starter. He'll start week in, week out if he's fit. It'll be him and Mitoma in that front line, and hopefully they end up cooking. But in the end, it's a move that benefits all parties, and now Barcelona have to go out and sign Joao Felix on a loan as well to replace him, and I wish Ansu Fati nothing but the best. I think he'll come back to Barcelona stronger, and I think that this loan move hopefully will be the arc, the beginning of the rise of Ansu in the future. It sucks though that we're paying 75% of his wages. I expected Brighton to cover the full amount. We are giving them, a world-class talent. So It is a bit strange. And of course, there is the Euros this upcoming summer as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think the last one was in 2020, and we're in 2024 or 2021. It was in 2021, but that was the COVID one. It got delayed. So I think the Euros is this upcoming summer, if I'm not mistaken. Worst case is probably the summer after. So he wants to get part of that Spain squad, of course. And now it leaves Barcelona pretty steady. You have Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Abdi, Varane as your wingers for the season. Of course, Victor Roque will be coming in January. Then most likely Lewandowski and Joao Felix as your options up front. I do think overall that is a downgrade from what we had at the end of last season. We of course had Dembele, Rafinha, Varane, Ansu, Lewandowski, and Abdi, you could say, coming back from loan. So overall, I think Barcelona did not heavily decrease their front line or heavily improved it. I think it's been a very, very minor downgrade in my opinion. But overall for Ansu, it's a big opportunity for him. I tell you what, if he flops at Brighton, then his career might be on the ropes. But I think he will do well. I wish Ansu absolutely nothing but the best. And he's made this shock move to Brighton. Of course, Brighton were never in the race until about 1 hour ago. It's crazy, 99% Tottenham done. And then Fran Martinez said that, Brighton have entered the race. And then Fabrizio Romano says Brighton have entered the race. I think Fabrizio Romano tweeted for Brighton in the race. Then 2 minutes later, he's like, it's a done deal. So crazy scenes here. But nonetheless, Ansu has made his move to Brighton. Simple loan, no buy option. And Brighton do cover 75 to 70% of his salary. Now, leave me your thoughts down in the comments below and everything in regards to the operation, the loan, the salary coverage, the fact there's no buy option. What are your thoughts on Ansu going to Brighton? Would you have kept him? Would you have sold him? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. We're all going to be, of course, backing Ansu this season. Hopefully he comes back next season to Barcelona in the best form of his career. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.